while Will Smith was in there washing the car like he the old man on the block now.
It feels like summer.
He is summer.
Hey, but Baby was barbecuing. Why they put Baby right next to Chance though?
I don't know.
Out of everybody else in the video.
I don't know. Oh, you know why? Because Chance and his brother love Lil Wayne.
Oh, all right. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, I was he did an interview, his brother, what's his brother's name? Taylor Bennett?
Taylor, yeah.
He did an interview, I think, with Sway. And he was talking about how much they love Lil Wayne. So maybe that was why.
All right, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So man. That was a great video though, man.
You know what else is great? The fact that you're watching the Faculty Lounge Podcast, episode 20.
Episode 19.
Yeah.
Welcome, y'all. 19.
I did that one all wrong. But hey, what's up, everybody? John J over here.
Elton Scott, a.k.a. Matt Black,
There you go.
a.k.a.
With the
Mr.
AKAs.
Easy Street, a.k.a.
I'm gonna be AKA the Angry Black Man. All right?
Yeah, man, you can do that, man.
All right.
Matt Black over here.
Yeah, so we're talking about the Feels Like Summer video.
Yeah.
Now, it came out yesterday.
Came out 14 hours ago.
Right.
And we just so happened to get lucky and watch it.
By chance. Oh!
Yeah,
by chance we seen it.
We was Googling Kanye West.
Yeah.
And then the video popped up like, yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Is that video art?
Why? I mean, that video was hard to make. It wasn't just somebody with a camera standing in front of a rapper. Like, he basically had the whole rap game drawn by
Right, and those were hand drawn.
Yeah.
I wonder how long it took to make it.
Man, he probably started making the video as soon as he recorded the song.
But it is art, though.
I mean, yeah, it's just like it's visual art.
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't understand what you're going through with this whole what is art, what is not art.
All right, let's tell them. So we was having a conversation today before we started recording. Well, it's been an ongoing conversation. Obviously, I don't know what art isn't. And I've been trying to figure it out because I think I got a pretty good idea of what art is. But when it comes to things that are not art, I just don't understand why.
I mean, I feel like if it's a necessity, like a pair of pants wouldn't be considered art. Like maybe a pair of Vizu jeans with the M on the back, or like
a pair of white tube socks probably wouldn't be a piece of art. I get that.
But then a pair of polo socks,
like this phone,
would be closer to art.
This phone is not art, but the design of this phone is art.
Yeah, because it was well crafted.
Because it's only one design. There are many phones, but one design.
Yeah.
So is that why the hat is not art?
See, I say the hat is not art because the hat represents the art. You know, the artist that created the prints and that created the sculptures also designed this hat for New Era.
Right.
So it's a New Era cap. It has functionality. It keeps you out the sun, keeps your eyes out the sun in the summertime. You know, it's a baseball cap. You use it for the game of baseball to catch the ball. So the
person that invented the baseball cap created a piece of art.
No, they
like the design for the original baseball cap.
No, it's a functional operating piece of clothing.
Can art be functional?
I guess, yeah, but also,
I mean, like a Rolls Royce Phantom is functional and it's handmade.
So is it art because it's handmade?
I think so. Like we was talking about
is Ford's what's it called, the assembly line? Is that a piece of art? Because the Ford Model T was the first car built on an assembly line. So is the Model T the art or is the assembly line the art?
Is a work of art the same thing as art? Because I feel like the assembly line is a work of art and the car is the art.
So is a work of me the same thing as me? No.
Right. So the assembly line wouldn't be art. It's a work of art.
So now what are you asking though? Are you asking what's the difference between a work of art and a not work of art?
No, I'm saying
what's the difference between something on the planet Earth and a piece of art?
I guess that's what I'm asking. Like, why is the design for that Febreze can over there not a piece of art. When they had an artist come in to design it. When an artist came in and designed that Tough Stuff logo and the colors and the spacing and the blocking, like he sat down and created this.
Yeah.
So, like, children are a work of art, right?
Until they become the artist.
Exactly.
I don't know, man. I'm confused, man.
Me too. Let's put a bookmark in it.
Yeah, man.
Let's get back to the.
If y'all are really watching us, man.
Yeah. Can somebody please help me?
Yeah.
Because I'm having a really, really hard time, man.
Because we usually wait until minute 60, minute 67 to ask y'all to put some input on stuff.
Yeah.
But now we're at 5 minutes. If you listen to these first 5 minutes of this podcast, please give us some input.
Give us anything, on something.
Yeah. What's the difference between art and not art?
Yeah.
Or what makes a piece of art art?
Like, we're getting some views. We need comments. We need input. Help us help ourselves to be better for you.
Yeah. So we can, just motivate us to keep going. I mean, we're not going to stop, but
motivate.
You know,
motivate.
Yeah, we would like to hear from y'all who are hearing from us.
Yeah. That's like the Matrix. It's like Inception. No, but back to the Childish Gambino video, man. That thing was freaking amazing. Like, I almost got choked up seeing everything that we are on camera as cartoons, like the happiest version of hip hop.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, man, that was truly something beautiful.
It takes me back to the Babalo boat video.
Yeah.
How it was just young black people doing everything that you would get arrested for and you would go to jail for and get shot by the cops for, but still making it home.
Yeah.
Just worn out, tired after a night of having a good night. You know? Like, this video is that in cartoon form.
Right.
Like, it's everybody's, the best aspects of everybody. You know?
Exactly, like how it showed the Migos hooping.
Yeah.
And then Travis and Nicki playing with blocks together.
Yeah, and then you got J. Cole spraying the kids with the water.
I liked Drake chasing Lil Wayne on the bike.
I don't think that was Wayne, because Wayne was somewhere else in the video.
Right.
And they didn't show nobody else in the video twice.
Well, we got to watch it again. We literally just watched it right before we started recording.
Like maybe 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And we already 7 minutes into the podcast.
So we only watched it one time. So we don't got the whole comprehensive breakdown for y'all. But go and watch it yourself. If you're a fan of hip hop, fan of cartoons, fan of art, fan of good music in general.
Fan of R&B, because it was really an R&B song.
It was really a sing-song song.
Yeah, it's not a hip-hop song.
Yeah. The video is a hip-hop, that's raw. That it's not a hip-hop song, but it's a hip-hop video.
Yeah.
That's
every hip-hop artist in the game right now on an R&B song.
I didn't even think about that. That's so dope.
Yeah.
So where does that put where does that put Gambino? Because I already said he was possibly one of the greatest conceptual artists of our generation. Like, with Atlanta, the man was a stand-up comedian. He made a whole funk album.
He wrote a lot of 30 Rock.
Yeah, right,
and he was on Parks and Rec.
Right. I watched the interview where he talked about how he made it to here.
Yeah.
And it's like he's had a...
Because he came down to here.
Yeah.
You know, like people try to work their way up to where he started.
Like he left to come down.
Yeah.
And do it his way.
Yeah. Because now he's a singer out of nowhere. Like, after Redbone, he's become this singer, but you still got 3005 and all the other rap songs with bars in them. You know what I'm saying? And you got the stand-up comedy, you got the director, you got the actor,
the acting credits. He got chops, man. This man is
writing credits.
He played Lando in a Star Wars movie. That's like epic.
Yeah, like he's big.
Like, you are a part of Star Wars lore now. Like, you definitely, he did. And I think about him. When I think about him, I don't want to make a comparison, but I think about the other creatives in music. Like, I think about Kanye West, like the people who actually create things that are artistic outside of the music.
Yeah, see, because I was thinking he's an R&B singer now, but he's not, because he went from Redbone, which didn't have a video,
to This Is America.
Which is definitely a rap song.
He had 21 Savage on the ad-libs.
And then he goes to Feels like Summer, which is definitely an R&B song. So he hasn't switched over from rapper to R&B singer. He's just
just
doing whatever the fuck he wants to do whenever he wants to do it.
He's a music artist.
And you can't stop him.
Not at all. And that's the part that I enjoy so much is that you can't put him in the box of hip hop, but he definitely is a part of hip hop.
Yeah.
And you can't stop him.
Yeah.
Like he's so good, he will not be stopped.
Now, would you say he's a part of hip hop like Miley Cyrus?
No. I don't want to say anything about Miley Cyrus. What's wrong with you, man?
She's definitely in hip hop history. You know?
But for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Like I wonder why when people had that Culture Vulture conversation, they never mentioned Miley Cyrus.
Because they probably got some good head to a Miley Cyrus song.
Now I'm not. See, you taking it to a place I didn't want to go to. Shout out to Mike Will made it, but yeah, something like that.
Oh, I mean, there was a lot of little girls out there in the early 2000s who were big Hannah Montana fans.
But did she do hip hop a service?
No, she didn't. Not at all.
And that's why she will never be mentioned with any of our greats ever.
Yeah. I didn't mean to mention her. I didn't mean to compare his quality or anything of his to her. You know,
you definitely did that.
How the comparison was just how she came, did her thing, and walked away.
Oh, right. Like how you a part of it, but that's not you.
Like she's definitely a folk singer now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? She's doing the flowing, loose shirts and singing the guitar and singing about her
relationship with her father and how he made her the great country singer.
She came through and did the hip hop thing for a second and left, you know, but she could probably come back if she wanted to.
She had a college phase.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Whereas Donald Glover, he can just jump in, do whatever he wants to do, leave, do whatever he wants to do over there, come back, and you know, he's everywhere, but he's good at everything.
And I like that. He can always come back.
Yeah.
He can always come back.
Yeah. Like Kanye West.
Oh yeah, Kanye has come back.
He's come back home.
I'm coming home again.
He got some mild sauce in his bloodstream.
Yeah, man, that nigga got that 6 wing from Harold's and just started crying. Man.
So my conspiracy theory is,
let's hear it. I love a good conspiracy theory. You got some good ones under your belt.
I think he got kicked out of Calabasas for that ecstasy song.
Now that would be extremely funny if that was the case.
You get the fuck out of here. You want to fuck on my sisters? You gotta go.
Then Caitlyn came in. Now Kanye,
you didn't mention me not once in the song.
Baby. Shout out to Kyle Dunnigan, man. If you heard that, yeah, baby, and know what I'm talking about, you know who I'm talking about. Yeah.
I don't.
It's a comic named Kyle Dunnigan that literally makes all his videos. They are impressions. So you know how they got the face swap app?
Yeah.
So he does a face swap with Caitlyn Jenner and does videos as Caitlyn Jenner talking to the Kardashian girls.
The Kardashian
girls. And he always like, yeah, baby. It's like the funniest thing ever. So yeah. But I don't know, man. If that's the case, that's kind of, it would make sense, I guess. But you know, he's a happily married man. They got beautiful children together, so I hope that's not the case.
And he has a bunch of beautiful sister-in-laws.
Yes.
They are all beautiful. You can't take that away from them.
You cannot.
You know?
You cannot. But yeah, so he's back home.
Working with Chance.
I watched the WGCI interview where he cried.
Yeah, I watched the whole interview.
Yeah. And I think when I was watching it, it made me think back to episode 4.
What did we say on episode 4?
Poopity Scoop.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, that was all over the ecstasy song.
Yeah, it was. But I mean, the way we talked about it. But I mean, we did mention that mental health was nothing to play with and that he was going through something. But I mean, we still got to get these jokes off.
Yeah, man. Just how he got to come home and get them fits off.
Yeah.
We got to,
Right. Like, as being a part of hip hop, you're going to get these jokes off because hip hop is a sport.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn, what was I thinking? Yeah, he cleared up the whole slavery is a choice thing for me too.
Right. What did you think about the apology?
I think he started crying because she started crying.
Oh, I think she hit a nerve. Yeah.
I feel like nowadays, yes,
Mhm.
slavery is definitely a choice.
Yeah.
If you make the choice to do something that's gonna get your ass locked up,
Right.
and you're gonna be out here working for 8 cents an hour for 16 hours a day, yes, you are a slave. It says it in the Constitution.
Exactly.
Slavery is abolished except for when you're locked up.
Yep.
Like nowadays, yes, slavery is a choice. Either you can come out here and do some dumb shit, shoot up my block like they did last night, and get caught and go to jail for a long time,
and become a slave.
or you can go get a fucking job at McDonald's and make more than you would standing out here on this block with less stress. You don't got to worry about the cops coming to get you.
You got to worry about
you ain't
going to
worry
jail.
about niggas trying to shoot you.
Yeah.
You ain't got to worry about none of that. No high blood pressure. You working somewhere where there's
air conditioning.
Yeah, and I mean the food's bad, but there's still food. You can still get you a cup of pop or
And
something.
you get benefits.
You're not out here drinking Arizona iced tea, eating Arizona cheese and meat. You know, like I didn't even know Arizona made cheese and chips.
No, they don't.
They make cheese and chips. They make nachos with cheese.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
Arizona
and Arizona make bottled water now.
And Arizona make clothes.
No, that ain't the same.
It's not the same way?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. I just had to be sure.
Yeah, but man.
So
motherfuckers out here making all the wrong choices. They making the choice to go back to slavery. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I mean, I see. I can't blame the parents, man, because I feel like most of these parents of these little dudes out here are wishing that they would come home. They are wishing that you would stop doing what they're doing and come eat this good food that your mama cooked for you.
I mean, it's finding what's to blame the answer.
I mean, you got to find
right. You do have to find the cause to find the solution, right? Yeah.
I guess blame isn't the word though. It's just the cause. You got to find the cause.
I mean, sometimes I just chop it up to youth and revolt, man.
Yeah, you know,
because we all had our phases.
But that's the thing. Our youth is in a dangerous place because when our youth revolts, you go to jail for life. You know, when other races' youth revolts, they don't necessarily end up locked up for life.
So how did we make it through?
I mean, we revolted, but we still went home and ate.
But we was dinner table kids.
Yeah, right. We definitely ate at the dinner table.
Right.
We didn't have no choice but to eat at the dinner table. It was either eat at the dinner table or get locked out.
Yeah.
You know, and if you got locked out, you was gonna have to work hard to get back in.
Right. But you have to let your parent hit you. And act like it hurts. It hurt my pride. It didn't hurt my body.
Yeah, you know. You actually have to. You have to know what you're doing. You know, you gotta know how much to revolt.
Yeah, because I was thinking, right, like when I was revolting, like the worst things I did, I made sure that my mama never found out about it unless I told her.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But it's like now you doing stuff with no regard for the people that care about you the most.
Yeah.
It's like, man, if you're gonna do your dirt, do it right.
Yeah, man. And that's where I feel like it's dangerous. But it's definitely Kanye West definitely cleared that up for me. And he didn't actually say that Donald Trump cares about black people. You see same thing he did on Jimmy Kimmel. He stood there for 45 seconds.
I mean, that's a tough question to answer though.
No, it's not.
I mean,
especially not for Kanye West.
Okay.
Because Kanye West was the person who got a lot of his clout off of saying George Bush doesn't care about black people.
But let me say
he was already working hard. He already had bangers and platinum hits under his belt.
But you know what the difference is? Nobody asked him to say that.
Yeah.
He just out of nowhere popped up and said it. That's what creatives do. That's what Kanye does. When you ask Kanye a question.
Yeah. He want to make sure
that's what you get.
Stick his foot in his mouth.
Right. He gets the silence because he knows what he wants to say, but you asked him. You asked him.
Yeah.
So he wants to answer it good. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think it's a tough question to answer in the sense that it's a question, and it's like you just can't give a yes or no answer to something that has nuance.
He said, I think Donald Trump cares about the way black people see him.
I think so too, though.
Yeah, that's not answering the question though.
I mean,
at all.
Yeah, because I mean, that's a nuanced question though, man. That's not fair to make him give a yes or no answer.
It is a yes or no answer. No.
I see, and that's just like I can't. I would like to. Don't get me wrong. I would like to say it like that, but I'm also into being responsible, and I don't think that I could say that and feel responsible saying that.
Responsible to who for what in that question?
To the person that says John Jay doesn't like white people.
But I don't know that to be a fact.
I don't know that to be a fact with Donald Trump.
I mean, well, based on your actions, I don't know that to be a fact.
What did he do that, like, I'm really asking, what did he do?
So the whole Obama presidency, he was asking for a birth certificate. You know what I'm saying? As soon as Obama left office, he repealed everything Obama did while in office. You know? And he said, fucking LeBron James started a fucking school. And he said, I like Michael Jordan better. Like all these little nuanced things that he does, these small little jabs at black people. You know?
I mean, and I understand that, but I also see jabs at everybody. Like how he did Hillary. He's trying to get Hillary Clinton locked up.
That was just because. Hold on, man. Hold on.
Okay. You gonna bring him out?
Nah.
All right. Oh wow, that was like tremendous.
Went right over their head.
Yeah, literally.
Hillary Clinton was his main opposition. It was Hillary versus Trump, right? Yeah. So,
well, I mean,
war.
I say that because I'm looking at the repealing all the Obama policies. Was that because he was black or because he was a Democrat?
No, that was because he was making America great again.
As a Republican.
Nah.
I mean, I think any Republican candidate would have did that.
But he wasn't
I'm not talking
as
about
a
the
Republican.
makeup. Right.
He I don't think Donald Trump is a Republican. Donald Trump is, you seen that article that's going around from 1989. If I ever did run for president, I would run under the Republican Party because they're the stupidest voters in America. And I would align myself with Fox News because Republicans believe anything that goes on Fox News. So this is a Donald Trump statement from 1989. So does
Donald Trump hate Republicans?
Donald Trump hates poor people. Anybody who's not mega rich, who's not going to make him
See,
richer.
And that's why I don't want to call him racist. I think he's just a rich bastard and a fucking idiot.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, anybody that calls him racist, you can believe what you want to believe. But it's like, if I don't know it to be absolute fact, I'm probably not going to say it because I don't want people spewing stuff about me and what I believe. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I guess, yeah, but I mean,
it's humans, man.
Yeah. Like Kanye said, we are all one race.
Yeah. Like, we all just people. We can't be nothing else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So look, this segue has been amazing. And it makes me want to ask you, what did we watch? That Kanye interview, what was that? Was that like, cause based on what the conversation we having, it's monumentous.
Yeah, I mean, he did talk about everything.
Like, I feel like
he talked about everything that people have been talking about him for the last 2 years. Since he had to break down on stage and he told Jay-Z not to send the goons at him. You know, and he was like, man, I don't want to talk about Drake because I'm not that kind of person. And we're not I don't have goons to send at you. And if I did, I wouldn't do it because I don't want that kind of energy and having this person's life be my responsibility. And
right, like, man, I don't want to mess around because I got a damn family.
Yeah, I got a damn family, a beautiful family.
Right, I have a family. I am a family man.
Yeah,
that's how I be feeling, man. Like, I got shit to lose, man. I don't have time to do this with y'all.
I'm not finna. No, I didn't give him the information. I don't care that much. You know, I didn't even think about that. Like, did Kanye West give Pusha T?
Right, I never had that thought myself.
You know?
I wonder who started that rumor.
I guess somebody did, because GCI asked like 4 times.
Yeah, and see, that was the thing, man. Why make something so sincere into sensationalism?
Yeah,
that's what I didn't like.
I mean, it's Kanye West in Chicago talking clearly, not going on off going off a stream of consciousness, just talking, and I think that was the coolest part of the whole.
I think we were privileged to be able to get that from him.
Yeah, because
how many times have we gotten that from Kanye ever?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Like, he was clear-headed.
Yeah.
You think he was on the meds or he was off the meds? Because he says he only takes them 2-3 times a week now, even though they prescribe him that he's supposed to take them every 4 hours.
He also said he has a media coach now.
Yeah, but he told the media coach to fuck off and you don't need it.
Yeah.
And also, you just trying to tell me how to speak like everybody else.
So I have a theory of my own. I think that Kanye being in Chicago may have made, and seeing all his friends, you know what I'm saying, seeing Don, seeing GL.
Man, you see how many times he shouted out Leonard.
Mm-hmm.
He even said Leonard.
Yep.
I mean, GLC.
Yep.
Like, wow.
He was really hyping up GLC as a historian.
Yeah. And now why did he cry? Did he cry because he said Don C was supposed to be there to stop him when he was going crazy?
Well, I mean, to keep bad things from happening to him, to keep the moments from coming up.
All right.
But my theory is that he came back and seen all his friends that he's been knowing since he was a young man.
Yeah.
And thought about maybe, I don't mean any disrespect to bring it up, maybe he had some kind of critical thought about his mother.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that.
Right, I don't want to talk about it, but it's definitely something I thought about.
Yeah.
I just want to say it because I thought about it. I'm not going to get into it because I don't want to be that person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
But yeah, I think we got the most sincere version of Kanye that we've had. Well, I wouldn't say sincere, but clear-minded and sincere.
But let me explain myself. My mother passed away when I was 14 years old, 10 days before my 15th birthday. And I wouldn't want anybody talking about my mother, if they're not talking to me.
Yeah.
That's why I just brushed over that whole thing right there.
And that's okay. That's okay.
For y'all who don't know.
Yeah. It's okay. Because like we said before, we humans, man. And it's like, I don't want to cause no hurt towards somebody, especially about something like that.
Now, I will sit here and talk about Rainbow Dan and Harry Tubbs.
Yeah.
But I'm not about to talk about their mother.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah. So let's say he definitely felt some kind of conviction that made him speak in the way that he did, and I'm happy that he said the things that he said.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That made me happy, man.
He definitely, he brought some closure to this whole scandal that has been Kanye West for the last couple of years.
And think about how much older Kanye is than us.
He's 43, right?
Yeah.
He's a saltbuck. He's a saltbuck older than us.
Like that's not a lot, but it's a substantial age difference. So we literally watching like our big, I guess he wouldn't be an uncle. I guess like a big cousin or something.
He could be a little uncle.
Yeah, like watching our little uncle go through something and come back. Like imagine your uncle hurting your feelings and then coming back and having a real talk with you.
Like real talk.
Like, look here, little nigga.
Yeah.
This is how it goes, and this is why I said what I said.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I hurt you.
And this is where I'm at now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
like it's cool to see him aligning himself with Chance, because Chance to me was after acid rap. Chance has been more of a personality than a rapper. Like he's a Chance the activist.
I still think he got the best Kit Kat commercial of all time.
Yeah, he got that movie coming out too. That pizza movie, Slice. Is it Slice?
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I seen
That's messed up because I'm the movie man.
Yeah, you are the movie man.
Yeah, and I didn't see
that. They got old girl from it's got Donald Glover baby mama from Atlanta.
Oh, old girl played Van.
Yeah. She's one of the characters in that movie.
Okay.
I guess, but yeah, it's cool to see Kanye align himself with Chance and go on GCI and talk about getting ready to do great things for the city of Chicago, even though he is 43 and he started when he was 19, bless him. And he ain't really done shit for the city, you know.
See, and I was thinking about that too. Like,
now
has he not done anything for the city?
What'd he do?
I mean, I've heard people that's pretty raw about his contributions to them as artists, but I mean, like, he created Donda's house.
Yeah, but I mean, but you see what he said about Donda's house.
Right.
He said, if I would have gave Donda's house to Virgil,
would I have to do anything?
Yeah. Like, they said, what have you done for Donda's house? Well, if I would have given it to somebody else, would I have to do anything? Like, that's basically him saying, I ain't did shit for Donda's house. Basically, right?
Not really. I mean, because he did create it, though. Yeah. Like, he created it so it could be alive.
Yeah.
So once you create it and it's alive, it's hands off and it lives. It's not
hands off when it's a charity, when it's a community organization to help people. You know, you can't just come through after he set up this shoe drive and he set up this back to school drive and he set up this, and you just come through and wave and say, hi, I did all of this. Yeah, and I leave again.
I really don't know of anything that he has done publicly, but we talked about that last week.
Yeah, how Vic Mensa had all them people who came out anonymously and gave shoes.
Like, he might have donated
7,000 pairs of shoes.
Right. Like, you know, he's a Mr. Adidas, so he might have
donated all the Adidas that came through.
Right. Like, yeah. I don't know. I know.
But you also got Derrick Rose, who's Mr. Adidas and Mr. Chicago.
True. I would like to see them do some kind of collaboration. That'd be dope. Like Chance, D Rose, and Kanye.
Yeah,
that'd be hard.
That'd be cool.
Hard.
And what's the dude name? What's the new dude name? Jabari Parker.
Oh yeah, Jabari Parker's dope.
Yeah,
I like him a lot. He got game.
You see his So that happened around your crib.
What?
Actually, the little boy, the 15-year-old boy that killed himself while the police was chasing him. That's why Jabari Parker was in the news last week, because that was a family friend of his. Like, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I do. I
mean, what you think about that? You think the gun went off as he was running and he accidentally shot himself?
I mean, if you don't
shot him,
if you don't have your gun in a holster, it's very easy to shoot yourself.
You are the gunman. You know everything that I don't know.
Yep. Like, if you're running and your gun is not holstered, it's very likely that you might shoot yourself.
Yeah.
Like, especially if it's a revolver. Revolvers have hair triggers. So if I'm holstering my revolver on my belt and I start running,
and it's just jump.
I probably am gonna shoot myself.
Damn.
Yeah. Like, I mean, that's why they make holsters.
Yeah.
You know, that's why they make safeties.
Yeah.
But if you got a Glock, it ain't no safety. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Yeah.
Man. That's crazy.
Yeah. But I can't say about this case. I could just tell you about what guns do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Yeah. So you talked about Rainbow Dan a little bit. Are we closed on Kanye?
Well, we need to, because we've been talking about Kanye for like.
It was great. It deserved it.
And he's on the cover art.
Yeah. He deserved it. So shout out to Kanye West, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you for coming home.
Thank you for inspiring us, man.
Yeah, man. This was a great segment we had based on your interview, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, and it was, thank you.
Yes. All right. So you want to talk about Rainbow Dan getting claimed by his people?
Yeah, man.
Tell me about this, because I didn't see it.
So my girl, she's the Latina. You know? So I get all my Latin news from my girl, you know?
LNN.
She was like, and she was telling me how Mexican people had no idea that Rainbow Dan belonged to them.
Yeah.
And he went down there to his tia's house in Mexico.
He was really there to see his aunt.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And he started passing out American $100 bills. He went to schools and passed out American $100 bills to the kids.
Yeah.
And he was, you know, just being an all-around Mexican superhero, you know? And he whatchamacallit? Yeah, they didn't know he was theirs. And then now they like love him.
Hey, man, if you're passing out money, you're going to get that.
I mean, he was passing out money on Chicago and on Lake and Central. But we still don't like him.
Yeah. I was thinking about that too, man. All of these New Yorkers talk about how much they like him because he popping off. Like, bro, you can't. It's like they liking him and they talking about Kanye. They talking about who else from Chicago. They talk about R. Kelly. They talk about like I feel like Chicago is in the crosshairs because we so good at being who we are.
Yeah, we don't try to be nobody else.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Even though Kanye was talking about how he was rapping with that New York accent, or rapping New York style with that Southern drawl, but then 50 Cent came through and did the exact same thing. You know, it was like
Common, he was known for doing the New York flow.
Yeah.
Like he made New York hip hop records.
Yeah.
But I feel like nowadays, does Common even have a style? I feel like Common is like Childish. He can do what he want to do.
Nah, he is not like Childish.
I mean, like in a not
I was
as far as the rap goes.
I was actually talking about this yesterday. How Common has never been on my top 10 list, but I respect him. You know, B is still one of the greatest hip hop albums, but I think that was just Kanye flexing that muscle. Like, man, I'm gonna go do this.
Right, like he did for Twista.
Yeah, he did it for Common. He did it for Twista.
Yeah,
you know, and that also helped solidify him as a producer because it was like, oh, you brought Twista back out. Oh man, you made Common commercial.
Well, he followed the R. Kelly blueprint, like he did with Ronald Isley.
Oh yeah.
He brought Charlie Wilson back out too.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
Kanye he's definitely whatchamacallit.
How we end up back on Kanye?
This is Kanye week.
Oh, we was talking about Rainbow Dan.
Speaking of Kanye, his boy Virgil Abloh. Yeah.
Speak on it.
Off-White designed the new tutu for Serena. He designed the shoes, the tutu, the what's the top called? The ballerina top?
I wouldn't know.
The
shirt part.
Yeah, the shirt part.
Oh, and Serena got her sister the fuck up out of here at the U.S. Open,
and everybody else.
Oh man, like I want to see her and Sloane Stephens in the finals. That's gonna be fantastic. Yeah, but
I might watch it this time.
Yeah. So,
but yeah, man, Serena, no matter what she got on, she's gonna bust that ass.
And then there we go. There's Chicago again.
Yeah, Virgil.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is why. Because we're everywhere.
This is why I'm hot.
Yeah. Oh.
That was not Chicago.
Oh, no, man. No. So, all right, what do you think about the what we saw with the 10 kids in the house fire?
Oh man, that was sad. May they all rest in peace.
Yep.
10 children, 16 to 2 years old, or a couple months, was it? Yeah, like they all passed. But then now you hear all this stuff. Like, I don't know if it's just the news slandering the family to make it seem less tragic. I mean, it's a tragedy, you know?
Right. Like, that's not nothing to get deep about or politicize. It's people still, that died.
But I mean, look what's going on with Mexicans across the country right now. You got, what's the little white girl from Iowa? The Mexican dude killed her.
I know who you're talking about. Like, they were looking for her and they found her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they found him because he led them to the body. And then you got now I heard that in Iowa, white people was getting random phone calls calling for the execution of all Mexicans in America.
Wow.
The execution. Like, just go out and start killing Mexicans.
This
is what random people was getting phone calls for in in Iowa. And then you got Mexican guy who just got extradited back to America 15 years later because they found out that he killed the black dude in Chicago. And he's going on trial now for that. And then you got Rainbow Dan. Is just always Rainbow Dan.
Yeah, I don't like talking about Rainbow Dan on the show.
But we now you got this family and they're like slandering the family. I mean, there's hood people everywhere in every race. You got the trailer park trash. You got
it's an attack. I think it's an attack. It's an attack on the poor, and the easiest target for that attack would be Mexican Americans.
You know, but now this is where I bring in the racist word.
Okay.
The wall. You know what I'm saying? The wall created a lot of anti-Mexican sentiment in America.
See, and
maybe he's not racist, but he's definitely pushing racist people's buttons.
See, and that's the thing. Can you really say that a person is responsible? Like, what I eat don't make you shit.
Yeah, this is true.
So, like, me enforcing policy that's already on the books, I can't be responsible if cross burnings go up as a result of that. Like, that's something that was already there. I didn't create the Klan.
I see. I don't agree with that, man. I feel like
I'm trying to be
a bad day.
I'm trying to be as objective as possible.
See, if I'm having a bad day, right, and you come through, the president of my country or a close friend of mine, and you tell me you're having a bad day because of them, even if I don't believe it at first, I'm gonna start associating this group of people with the bad day I'm having. And then now it's their fault that I'm having a bad day. Every time I have a bad day, it's their fault. So that's because a close friend of mine told me that.
That's irresponsible.
That's very irresponsible. Yeah. But we are also American, and America's not number one in anything except exporting entertainment. Yeah, pretty much. That's what we do. We export entertainment. Yeah. And if you look at Hollywood actors, they're not the smartest group of people.
Yeah. We got some ringers, but
we're entertainers.
So when I think about the wall, right, I try not to think about his sentiment or motivations for doing it. I try to think about what walls are for, right?
To keep stuff on one side, and other stuff on the other side,
right?
Yeah.
So, like, this is the reason why anybody that wants to come in your house can't come in your house.
Because you got a lock on the door.
Right.
You got the door on the front of the house to keep the elements out so the rain and the wind don't get in. And then you got the lock on the door so people can't get in.
Right. So, I mean, when I think about it, it's like, it's a policy that's always been there. And there's a right way to come into a country and a wrong way.
Yeah.
And regardless of his motivations, that remains fact.
Yeah, there is a right way to go through it. But I mean, you see what he's doing with the detention centers publicly. Like how Kanye said, the detention centers been there. They've been doing this. Right. Before Obama got in office, they was doing this. Decades ago, they've been planning this shit. But now he's doing it publicly. Like it's all out in the open.
See, and then when I think about that, it makes me think about how.
But now is it
the president really don't make it decisions? Yeah. He's just a face.
Yeah, and how now I lost my stream of consciousness.
Yeah, you lost your black thought.
It make me think of is it just 2012, 2012, and the awakening of the human race?
See, I never thought about that.
How we're just able to see things. How today we see the same pastor in the same church that we did in 1996. And in 96, you couldn't tell nobody that he wasn't the voice of God. He wasn't the voice of baby Jesus. And now you see him, you're like, look at his hair, look at his nails, look at his fashion. He's obviously a child molester. He's obviously lying to you. Look at his car and look at the church.
They're obviously gay.
No, not even just gay.
No, I mean, like, just period.
Yeah, and the money's obviously getting funneled into his personal account. All the money that they harassing you for in tithes is obviously being funneled into his personal account. He got a fucking Lamborghini, and he's telling you that we need $75 from each one of you this week for the church's roof. And the church got a brand new roof from 2 years ago.
So, I chop it up to what you said, man.
It's just awakening. Like the human race is awakening.
Because nothing lasts forever.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, man. Man. I really want to talk about that. How, people are so scared to go to the afterlife.
Hold on. Before we go there, we skipped over something with Serena. For all of y'all that don't understand why we protest the NFL, Serena Williams said something really powerful.
Hashtag NFL money.
Hashtag NFL money. And I just want to read a little excerpt of what she said regarding her support for Kaepernick in the anthem protest. She said,
I guess you should have told them that she supports Kaepernick in the anthem protest.
Yeah. Well, you just told them.
Mhm.
All right. So she said they really use their platform in ways that is really unfathomable. She says, I feel like they obviously have great respect from a lot of their peers, especially other athletes, people that really are looking for social change. So it's not that you're looking to pick a fight.
Mhm.
It's that social change is something that's real, and to have the platform and use it and to be punished for using it is the reason why.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I would, I want this new Carhartt and Chicago Bears collaboration hat.
I want
you
Madden.
know? Like, it's a dope ass hat.
Yeah.
And I'm a fan of Carhartt,
Mhm.
And but yeah, it's not just, we say, I tell people all the time, I'm not watching no football, I'm not endorsing, I don't care what's
People
going
look
on
at
with
me
the Chicago
so
Bears.
bad.
And they're like, but it ain't the team, it ain't the players, it ain't the game, it's the owners.
Mhm.
But without the owners, there would be no teams and no players. And
Yeah.
then you get the other people that are like, well, what about the millionaires
The
that
black
you're
millionaires that you make.
making? This money they ain't doing no Chance the Rapper shit with that money. They ain't doing no Colin Kaepernick shit with that money.
And at the end of the day,
They ain't doing no LeBron James shit with that money.
you can get a job.
Yeah.
Just like me.
But if
just
they
like
didn't
you.
have those millions, Lamborghini wouldn't have those millions.
Mhm.
Ferrari wouldn't have those millions. The Mansion Boat Company wouldn't have
The
those
Mansion
millions.
Boat Company. Shut.
So it's not just the black man
Yeah.
that's out there getting affected by this. And plus, there's a lot of white people in the NFL. And a
Yep.
lot of Pacific Islanders in the NFL. Them big motherfuckers.
Samoans.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big motherfuckers. All right.
I mean, they're all big.
No.
Anybody in the NFL got to be bigger than me.
Yeah. But I think Martin Luther King said it best. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere.
Yep.
And we must be aware. And I'm glad Serena Williams used her platform to speak out.
And now I wonder what's the rules going to be next year.
Mm-hmm.
You can't speak out against anything, anywhere. Just come hit the fucking ball
and
with
that's
the
the
racket.
thing. It's like they telling you don't speak out. And it's like, how do you not see what's wrong with that?
Yeah, man. As a sports consumer, how do you not see what's wrong with that? Because it's the owners that are telling her that she can't, telling Colin Kaepernick that he can't speak out.
Yeah, and
It's
telling the rest of the players, if you do,
yeah, it's
you're gonna be in trouble.
It's the director of the French Open that says you can't wear the cat suit
Mm-hmm.
because
you need to show some more respect for the game. Like,
Because
what?
I caught my 17-year-old son beating his meat to a picture of you in a cat suit.
Yep.
So
Yep.
you can't do that.
Yep.
You got to respect the place, and my son has to respect my house.
Man, yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
be beating my meat.
So I didn't mean it. Yeah, but hopefully that cleared it up. Because when I talk about the protest and my personal actions, I get the worst looks and sneers, and like people are very combative.
Yeah,
And
people want to fight you.
Yeah, like I did something wrong.
For
Like
the NFL.
I'm standing up for something that I feel is the right thing to do.
Yeah, man.
Like, why should you be upset with me?
Because you're standing for something and they're falling for anything.
I feel like we've been getting them high fives off consistently.
Yeah. Well deserved though.
Yeah. It was Michael Jackson's birthday.
Yeah, man. All right, so
Mm-hmm.
can I ask y'all a question?
Come on
man?
with it.
Why are we not letting people rest in peace?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why do we have to celebrate their greatness every year? Like, I understand, like, celebrating the 75th birthday and the 100th birthday, or like the 10-year anniversary of the death and the 25th anniversary of the death,
I think I understand what you're saying now. So
But-
it's like,
But every year,
I think I understand what you're saying. So you saying it's good to have Martin Luther King Day, but we don't have to celebrate Martin Luther King's birthday every year.
year.
So we should have a Michael Jackson Day and not have to celebrate because it's Michael Jackson's birthday.
Or today would have been Michael Jackson's 100th birthday. So let's play Michael Jackson music all day on the radio.
What?
Or, you know.
I don't see, I understand what you're saying, but I still don't see nothing wrong with it. And I actually think it's a good thing because it's like Michael Jackson reached everybody.
Yeah. See, now, like, so
Globally.
The reason we're talking about this is because he made the suggestion that I put Michael Jackson in the cover art.
Yeah.
And my thing about the cover art is it's current events. Michael Jackson didn't do anything this week. His birthday was this week when he was alive.
Right, I feel you. Like, are we going to put Michael Jackson on the cover every year because it's his birthday?
Yeah, you know,
right.
Are we going to put Prince, or are we going to put Nelson Mandela, or are we going to put anybody else because it's their birthday?
Right.
Because it was their birthday when they were living this week.
See, you know what this is?
Kanye was in Chicago this week. Serena Williams wore the off-white this week. The whole line of pink Cadillacs for Aretha.
Every funeral. Mary Kay pusher in the world came out for Aretha Franklin. Yes.
You know? Yeah, that's happened this week. You know
what this is? This is active problem solving. Like, you made me understand right now. On camera, live.
Yeah.
That's what's up. I like that.
Yeah, it wasn't, I'm not dissing Michael Jackson or anybody who pays their respects, you know, but he didn't do anything this week. You know, like, now if somebody would have sold their whole share of Michael Jackson's discography this week to somebody else who didn't deserve it, or something bad happened, or something great happened within the Jackson family, then yeah, I would have made that part of the cover art, you know?
Right.
But you see people like Snoop, you know, he got a picture of him with Michael Jackson posted up. Diddy got a picture of him with Michael Jackson posting it up, you know, and everybody's just, they do it for everybody every week. Every week is somebody's birthday, whether it's Aaliyah or Prince or...
I think that's just a social meme.
Yeah.
Like, that's just the thing to do now because the access of the internet.
It's the social norm.
Right.
Just, if you had any kind of connection to this person, you give your audience, you let your audience know that you had a connection. I am connected.
Yeah.
You know, but it has nothing to do with you actually. I mean, I wonder how many of those people who posted those pictures on Instagram and
actually
Twitter
knew it was his birthday at all.
No. Actually sat there and listened to Michael Jackson music all day that day. You know, or on Prince's birthday. Do they listen to Prince music all day? Or on Aretha's birthday, are they going to listen to Aretha music all day? Like, is that a thing that goes on, or is it just, hey, look at this picture?
Right, so people can see you saying I did or something, or saying...
Yeah, like, are you doing anything, or are you just posting it so people see that you did something?
So that's kind of like the videos of people giving homeless people money.
Yeah. Like, are you giving homeless people money, or are you making a video?
You
know?
Yeah, man. We breaking ground with this podcast.
You know,
this is like good.
That's my thing. Because you could be sitting there listening to Eminem all day on Michael Jackson's birthday, you know, and yeah, go man, go.
Slim Shady, Slim Shady. Slim Shady!
Because I know that's what I was doing on Michael Jackson's birthday.
Yeah!
On Michael Jackson's birthday, I was listening to Eminem all day. You know?
Yeah!
And Eminem ain't got shit to do with Michael Jackson. They make music.
Yeah. Slim Shady.
Yeah, man.
Kamikaze.
Out of nowhere.
Oh!
Yeah, man.
Oh! I had to... See, this week is special for me because the two people that may have influenced me the most in my youth as musicians both did things that made me look at them in a less than complimentary manner. So everybody knows what Kanye did, like as far as him disappointing the people, right? Then Eminem went and put out Revival, which had me thinking, like, is this the end of Eminem?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My faith has been restored.
Yeah.
Kamikaze is amazing. and Kanye and Kamikaze. Yeah, and Kanye came home.
Yeah.
So it's Kamikaze just. It made my week, man. It made my week. I'm like stuck right now.
Yeah, you are.
It's lyrical greatness.
Oh man.
On full display.
Yeah, man.
He didn't wait. He went right in for the kill.
Who he had? He had Joyner Lucas, Royce the 5'9", and that was it, right?
I think that was Dej Loaf on that song. And then Jesse Perez, I think his name is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
for the most part, it was all Marshall.
It was all Marshall.
Yeah,
and
he went in.
Yeah. Like
I must say,
I like the fact that he addressed all the questions that we had. That's what disappointed me about Revival.
And I like the fact that he used at least 4 different flows on every song.
Mm-hmm.
Every song.
And the beat changed on almost every song.
He let you know, I can do this flow, I can do this flow, I can do this flow, I can do this flow.
And I like that interlude. He pointed out, like, nigga, I rhymed whole sentences.
Yeah.
Like, man, I'm not rhyming words. I'm rhyming dictionaries. Yeah. So I like the fact that he addressed everybody that said something about him. Like, some people would call it petty. I call it being Eminem.
Yeah, it's definitely being Eminem.
Yeah, like this is what you expect from Eminem.
He's the, how do you say it? How do you say he's the school shooter in the,
I'm not gonna say
in
that
the
at all.
pack of gangbangers? Like, he's the guy with the semi-automatic weapon in a group full of guys with handguns.
Yeah.
Like, he's always, he's the crazy little white boy in D12.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
That song, man.
Yeah, the one about D12.
That hurt, man.
He opened up on that one.
Yeah. Like, that's what I wanted to hear. And I felt some kind that touched me emotionally.
He even said, we ain't fall out. We still talk to each other on a daily basis. We still cool, but I'm sorry for jagging y'all careers like that. Like, yeah, man.
Oh, did you hear the because it's like, I want to talk about the D12 song, but I also want to talk about what he said about Lord Jamar.
No, I didn't really get past maybe track 8, track 9.
Oh, so you didn't make it to the end.
I listened to everything, but then my life got busy outside of his album.
Right.
Like, towards the end of it, and I had to go do other things.
I forced the album into everything I did that day.
Yeah.
But yeah, the D12 song was great emotional content, but I was thinking about what he said about Lord Jamar. And Lord Jamar was basically saying, you're white, so you are a guest in the house of hip hop. And Eminem came back on the song Fall and said, like, man, leave me alone before I come in your crib and be an Elvis clone and shake my pelvis and use your phone and sit on the couch and watch TV. Like, I belong here. He like, man, I inspired the J. Cole's, the Kendricks, the Big Sean's, and I brought 50 Cent.
Yeah.
So what is you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, man, you can't really say Eminem don't belong in the culture because he is so much of it. Dr. Dre put him on.
Yeah. I mean, that's like the greatest cosign ever.
Ever. Like,
That's why I'm in love with the song Bubbling. Anderson .Paak. Shouts out Anderson .Paak.
Shout out to Anderson .Paak.
Bubbling is fucking crazy.
And I had a thought. You know what I said about Anderson .Paak and the voice thing for me? Like, all right, I like Anderson .Paak. It's just listening to his music on my own. The voice can sometimes cause me not to want to listen like I would like to. But I think that the Faculty Lounge should go to an Anderson .Paak show. Why? I think seeing him perform live would be great.
What if he's like Future, though?
What do you mean?
And so I know a lot of people who spend a lot of money. Like, they have a fund for concert tickets.
Yeah. I'm not one of those people.
And anybody who comes to town that they want to see,
they got the money to buy tickets in pre-sale.
Future sucks on stage.
I've never, is it worse than like a Jay-Z?
Yes.
Damn. Like, he like sitting in a chair?
Like, they say he just stands there and mumbles. You can't understand nothing he's saying. He's not loud. He's not active. Whereas you got like a Travis Scott
or Drake,
who got shit
pyrotechnics
flying
and
he's jumping. He
dragons coming out of the sky.
Or like a Chris Brown who get on stage and do his mic, and just be dancing and singing and gyrating and everything and just going,
Yeah.
Like, I think Anderson .Paak could do that. I think he'll get on stage and give us the show.
I mean, his music is very...
It is.
You know what I'm saying?
He definitely
like
has energy in the music.
It's like a punch to the back of the head.
Yeah, I fucks with Anderson .Paak.
Yeah, I like him too. The work he did on Compton, man, was
he's the newest Dr. Dre cosign that I know of.
So that's telling, because how many people that Dr. Dre put on? No, not how many, but look at the people that stuck from that Dr. Dre cosign.
Yeah. You got Snoop, who was doing fucking cookbooks and fucking, what was the... He's just a genre jump. Now, is Snoop Dogg a culture vulture?
Snoop is the GOAT.
Is he a culture vulture?
The GOAT.
At culture vulturing?
The GOAT. Snoop is.
I don't know, man. I'm just thinking about how he went from Snoop Lion to Deacon Snoop. And now he's back in the funk.
Deacon Snoop.
Straight from the mothership. Him and Green Lantern. That's the newest one.
Oh, wow.
And
then he did Bush with Pharrell.
Yeah.
I don't know. No. I mean, because if you're going to call that culture vulture, is Gambino a culture vulture?
Well, what has he bitten? Like,
I mean, he did the funk album, then the R&B stuff, then the rap stuff. I don't know about
you, but I watched the Snoop Lion documentary.
I watched it too. Daz was getting high as fuck.
And they said, you have to give up the dog now. You are now Snoop Lion. And he said, yes, I am now Snoop Lion, now and forever. And then from there, he go back to the Christian church. And then from there, he go to the funk. And then from there, he go to Martha Stewart. And it's just, musically, he's jumped around a lot.
I mean, but does that make you a vulture, though? I mean, I can see the Rasta thing because that's a culture.
That's an actual...
Yeah.
Like, I mean, no, that's a religion. It's a culture. It's everything.
Right. Rastafarian is
just like being a Christian in the church with all of those features he had on the...
But do you have to be a Christian to make a gospel song?
Don't you?
I don't think so.
I kind of feel like you do.
That's like an interesting question.
Yeah, like you got to be a church person to make church music.
I don't know. I wonder how many people that make church music are actually church people, though.
I mean, like Kirk Franklin, he had a...
Like, what makes you a church person? Is it going to church?
You gotta be in the church to be a church person. Because just to be a religious person, you don't have to be a church person. So
Snoop making the gospel record, you would, if you don't know nothing about Snoop, if you hear this gospel album,
you would assume that he's a church,
always been a church person, and this has always been his outward projection.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Same thing with the
Rastafarian thing, or with the Martha and Snoop cooking show.
Yeah.
Like, you can attribute it to picking up bags, but that just make it sound so much worse.
Yeah.
Don't make me think about Snoop this way.
All right, so you got Snoop, right?
Yeah.
And then you got, who's after Snoop? Not Eminem. Eminem ain't the very next after Snoop.
No, you got Warren G.
All right, you got Snoop, Warren G.
Nate Dogg.
Who is still Nate Dogg, who is still celebrated after his passing.
Yeah.
But Nate Dogg is like our generation's...
Nate Dogg is one of one.
Yeah.
There is no other Nate. Yeah. They try to say Ty Dolla $ign.
I like Ty Dolla $ign. I do like Ty Dolla $ign.
But not Nate Dogg, man.
Yeah. Because I feel like Ty Dolla $ign has put out projects of his own.
But I said 213, Snoop, Warren, and Nate was like Mustard, YG, and Ty.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so, I mean...
you got Eminem, you got 50, you got...
Yeah, so he is in a class.
Kendrick, you got Anderson.
Right. So he is the one white man in the class with all of these great black men. I think he earned his spot. And he should be celebrated like anything else in hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If the Beastie Boys are celebrated, Eminem raps circles around all of them, but yet he pays such homage to them. You know, that's what the album cover. His album cover is the Born to Ill cover from the Beastie Boys.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was wondering what that was.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So, yeah, salute to Eminem, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was talking shit about you like 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, this after drug Eminem is something different.
Now let me say this: rollouts are corny. We got no rollout, just the music, and it's phenomenal.
Yep, and everybody knows it exists.
Mm-hmm.
Like nobody doesn't know it exists.
Right? Like, why do you need to let me know
that it's coming?
Right.
Hey, you're fucking me. Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, man, we are just about out of time. What else do we got?
We talked a little bit about the Aretha Franklin Mary Kay procession. With
Right. Yeah.
To honor her pink Cadillac that she owned back in the day.
Did you watch the service?
Only thing I seen was man, shouts out to Ariana Grande's body.
Oh, right. The pastor grabbing that side titty.
Man.
Yeah.
And you had Jesse Jackson and Bill Clinton sitting there being nasty old men.
Fantasia showed out. Shout out to Fantasia. I love me some Fantasia.
Yeah,
she
likes
showed
some Fantasia.
Out, man.
What I didn't know about until right before the podcast was the legacy of the hearse.
Yeah.
Like the hearse carried David Ruffin.
Yep, and her father.
And her father, C.L. Franklin.
And Rosa Parks.
Yeah.
Yep, that's historic.
And Rosa Parks was 2005.
Yep.
David Ruffin, 1991. And it was just a lot of people, man. That hearse is like... Yeah, man.
And she had the gold casket.
See, people keep saying gold casket. It was gold plated. You know.
I mean, I just, it's gold.
You look at it as gold.
Yeah, that's all I'm talking about. Yeah. If it was solid gold, I doubt they would have been able to carry it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she had her legs crossed, man. First class lady, man. If y'all don't know who Roland Martin is, he had the news show on TV One. The chubby guy, he's an older dude, but he's one of our political people, like Tavis Smiley.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about.
He gave accounts of his relationship with Aretha Franklin, man, and Aretha Franklin was eccentric.
She was?
Yeah, like not eccentric. Dali? No. I mean, like, you know how black mother is everybody's mother? Yeah. Eccentric in that way. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all get a chance, just look up Roland Martin talking about Aretha Franklin. It's a very comforting stories. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah, but rest in peace. They finally laid her to rest, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So
I don't know. So I seen one of my guys from grade school sent out a tweet that say Barack Obama choosing John McCain's funeral over Aretha Franklin's funeral really says something about his whole political career. And I was like,
That's a reach, man.
No, it ain't, because Bill Clinton was at both.
Was Michelle Obama at the funeral? At Aretha Franklin's funeral?
I don't think so.
Oh.
But now they did also ask Barack Obama to speak at John McCain's funeral.
Right. Do you think he would have been there if he wasn't asked to speak there?
He would have been there, yeah, because he's a politician.
Right.
You seen how they had him
It's a political obligation for him to be there because he was a president.
Because they had all the presidents sitting in line.
Right.
They had Obama sitting next to Bush, sitting next to the one before him.
Now, I'm glad ain't nothing happened.
Yeah.
All them presidents in one room.
I mean, what they gonna do? They ain't the president no more.
No, I mean, just period.
I mean, they still get briefed. They still get the daily briefing if they want it, but they don't.
I mean, it'd have been very horrible.
I mean, I don't think anything was going to happen in Washington, D.C. with a bunch of politicians.
I'm just saying, I've never seen a political funeral before. Yeah. So to see all of that power in one room.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace, John McCain also. Yeah. I guess that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, right. I didn't say it. Maybe it was insensitive, but rest in peace to John McCain.
Yeah, because both funerals happened a day apart from each other.
Yeah.
You know, but he didn't have Ariana Grande at his.
There was no side titty. Yeah. All right, so you ready to wrap them up, man? We got any closing remarks for the people?
Man, just I don't know, man. Just love on each other, you know.
Yep.
You know, put your feet in the dirt before it get too cold outside, you know.
Give somebody a high five before school starts.
Yeah, man. And yeah, man, get these kids ready to go back to school.
Get them ready the right way, man.
And don't think that they just need to go to school to get the education. Don't forget that
you are the educator.
There. Yeah, you are still the educator of these children. Even though they're going to school and they're brushing up on their arithmetic and their reading, you still have to teach them the stuff that they need to make it in society.
It all starts in the home.
At the dinner table.
At the dinner table.
Yeah, man.
Yep. So I think that's a great way to send them off.
Yeah, because school starts in like 2 days here in Chicago.
Yep.
So don't forget that just because they're going to school, you still have to be their educator. Yeah.
So with that,
time to get back to the students.
double sweep.
Literally this time. Literally this week.